Chester, don't you think you should rest a bit? Ah, it's you, Kless. You still worrying about what Archie said before? Well, I guess there's that too. But more than anything, it's you I'm worried about. Hmm? You and me, we always train together. You with your sword, me with my bow. But you got swept off to another time. You grew so much stronger. It's like I've been left behind. Say, class, do you still have dreams about Totus? Yeah. I've been coming out here like this every night. Whenever I think about the day the village was attacked, I can't sleep. So I come here and shoot my bow, trying to escape reality just for a little while. Kless, did you know? Amy, that kid really liked you. And here we see a secret hidden passage through a elaborate disguise of perspective. Hello, yellow everyone, it's Emperor Shark 88, and welcome to Post Commentary, where where this only happens if the mic is not turned on. That was my bad. But enough about that. The new move in the video I've been trying out, the new Elgi text, appears to be pretty good. It has a lot of airtime though, so it'd probably be only good for like opponents in the air or just like really large targets. And I was talking about this in the episode. I was thinking about maybe turning it back into the regular Phoenix, because the Phoenix just dives down. But I haven't been bothered to do it because that other move's been pretty useful. And then we're back where we were from when we ended the episode. So something that someone had said in a it was good old Zidler. He was like bugging me to like actually go to an inn. Or not bugging me, he only posted like one comment about it. And I kind of forgot about going to an inn, considering I could just buy orange gummies and then just use mints to heal everyone. But, nah, an inn is like the best thing you can do. It's pretty cheap. Then also it was for like a good old cutscene that'll give Chester some additional XP, which is always good. Which makes me think, this is sort of a question I'm curious about. Is Chester the only one who is an actual archer in the Tales of series? I haven't played all of them. I've only played this game, Symphonia, a little bit of Symphonia 2, and the demo of Tales of Vespera. And of course I've been watching a friend of mine's LP of Celia 2. I haven't seen any archers, so I'm a little bit curious if there is another archer, if they just decided to get rid of the whole archer idea, because Chester and his abilities actually seem pretty cool. And there's me trying to solve this puzzle. It's just you gotta be lightning quick. And I, of course, am not lightning kick. This is a new. Speaking of lightning quick, we're dealing with this monster that appears to be immune to electricity. So, of course, my first instinct is just remove everything electric related. I don't know if Maxwell, like, fights with electricity. I think he fights more with light, but, you know, just in case. Oh, and another thing that kind of, like, I thought was kind of funny was that, before the episode started, and I'm a hypocrite for saying that I turn off the electric attacks, I still use my freaking electric move. A Thunderclaw or whatever it's called. Another thing in the comments, I was actually given a walkthrough of Tales of Phantasia, and I'm gonna be honest, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of this being blind. Because, you know, you need to, like, figure stuff out on our own. And then also this. And of course the rest is worn off. And the lever is broken, so we can't do anything about that. So then it's like, well... And then I did not read the sign, so I'm warped all the way back to the beginning. Ain't that something? So of course I gotta walk all the way back. And Mint apparently learned a new ability, or I can't remember who it was that learned a new ability. It was like, it was in a battle. But someone learned a new ability and I wasn't quite sure who it was, so I thought it was Mint. So of course, I would assume that would be Mint, because it was pretty close to her. And we found equipment for... No, what was I talking about? I was talking about the walkthrough. Yeah, that would defeat the whole purpose of a blind LP. And this... There are a lot of things in the future, just to let you know, that, like, increase a lot of attack power. It's kind of amazing. And get thrown into another random battle with ninjas. The current theme of the future is ninjas. I mean, I don't know if I talked about it in the next episode or if I talk about it in this episode, but I was thinking about more about the connections between this game and Symphonia, or was it the connections between Symphonia and this game? Was that there's a character in Tales of Symphonia called Shina Fujibayashi, and she's a part of the ninja village, or this ninja village called Mizuhu, and she's having some problems with a summon spirit called Volt, which is the one we're after. And it's quite funny because we're dealing with, there's some kind of invisible wall here. Curse you, Kecleon! But no, we were, no, it was, she had trouble dealing with Volt. And so... the rest of the party, Lloyd and everyone else, had to help her with obtaining the summon spirit Volt. And as you can see, we are now in a save point, and plus there's a lot of electric things to do, or to power, and so Here's where I try to power them, and I'm like, wait, what? And there's an emergency exit. Just in case. And it's like, oh hey, look at this, I could probably power this up by just constantly mashing the button. No, you only get so far by doing that. But then I thought about it. Because then I said, no, first I thought, do I have enough time? No. And so we tried doing absolutely everything. Which doesn't really work. But then... Wait, no, I still haven't figured it out yet. I get frustrated for a minute or two. There's still an invisible wall there. So, you know, we're just zapping, and then a thought came to me, at least if I remember correctly. Past me, don't prove me wrong. Past me, I swear to God. Alright. And check that out. Ah, but I ran out of time. There's such a short, like, little leeway with this whole thing. But then we do it. And there are chests there that we can't get. This must be Volt, right? What was it trying to... Was it trying to say something? And we have another Summon Spirit fight. It's against Volt and a lot of other enemies. So it was safe to say that there was a robot dragon we had to fight. So it'd be safe to assume that electric moves wouldn't hurt Volt. So the strategy here was to just take every Summon Spirit I have, except for Maxwell, turn them all on, and turn all the powerful moves that Arche had, except for electrical moves. And then just see how the fight went from there. Oh, and also see what kind of spells Mint had. Of course I could use electric moves against these guys, because they don't seem that bad. Oh yeah, I used Nurse because some of the health wasn't restored, because I wasn't expecting a boss. I should have though, because there was a save point. Save points usually mean boss time. Plus, this actually allows us to see some of the other Summon Spirits in action, because we have seen the Summon Spirits in action, just not nearly enough screen time, I suppose. And I get behind Volt, so this is kind of awkward. There we go. And then we use a good old... I know Arche's TP is a bit low, so let's restore it. Me trying to make post-commentary sound like live commentary. Uh-oh. Yeah, Volt managed to get here, which is kind of a no-no spot. Mint is doing a good job of healing everyone. And I was right about the whole Thunder, but I wanted to get behind him. But still, this is proving to be futile. So then I get the idea of just changing everyone's formation. Which I'm having problems with, apparently. There we go. Now everyone will change their spots, except for, looks like Mint and Clarf don't really want to move. Come on guys, it ain't that hard to just move a spot. I don't believe, have we ever seen the spell from Arche? I think we have, or at least if not from Arche, then at least from someone else. Like an enemy. At least that's what I think. And Volt is definitely a little bit harder. Well, not harder, but a bit more time-consuming than some of the other... No, I lie, because I'm reminded because I see Gnome. Volt is not the most time-consuming. There was freaking Gnome. Gnome was a pain in the ass. That's right. God, did I not like Gnome. I'm glad they kind of changed him in the future installments. They changed a lot of these summon spirits in future installments, I presume. I mean, they still have their characters intact, but I mean, freaking, I prefer to fight a giant mole rather than multiple mole worms. Who are all one person. And I'm reminded by Volt that there are the other summon spirits who haven't gone. Like, I don't think we have Aska or Shadow yet. Is Shadow... Was that the name of the other summon spirit? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I can't remember. But I assume... Hey, we did it. I assume we have to get the other summon spirits before we get Origin. And we get an Emerald Ring, which, if you remember, we took a rune bottle and changed into a fairy ring. So there's another one for the party. Whew, looks like that calmed it down some. Let's form the pact. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Well, whatever. But which pact ring are we supposed to use? Now you mention it. That's true. Alright, I'll just line them all up. Spirit of Thunder, I desire a pact and ask you now. Submit to me! Upon this ring we form our pact. Spirit and Master. My name is Clarf. Oh, the Sardony ring is glowing. Now we have the ability to summon Volt. And these guys were thinking the same thing I was. Archie, do you think you can get to those? I knew you were gonna say that. Okay, I'll be right back. They had the same idea I was like, because I was like, wait, how are we supposed to get to those chests? I didn't see no secret path bullcrap like they pulled earlier. Lo and behold, it was a cutscene. Archie, don't try to pocket any of that stuff. You just shut up. Who would do that anyway? And she gets all mad and frustrated. These people so untrusting of Archie. Here, Kless. No need to get so angry. Chester, I hate you so much. Ha! Why would I care about what you think anyways? Hey, come on, save it for after we get out of here. Yeah. What's wrong, Archie? Nothing's wrong! And we get another Emerald Ring. Which, now that I think about it, an Emerald Ring... What if one person were to equip 2 fairy rings? Would that mean that they wouldn't use any TP at all? But then I thought about it, I'm like, nah, it'd probably be smarter to give it to the other 2 magic users in the entire party, which would be Clarf and Archie, because Mint heals, and healing doesn't take a whole lot of TP. Well, I mean, it could, but I mean, like, I'm the only one in the party. Me playing as Kless actually is the one that has to deal with damage. Because I'm the one who phases the enemy up front. Everyone else just stays away from the distance. Even Chester, the archer. But anyways, we're out of here. And now it's time for some good old-fashioned skits.
何もそんなに怒らなくてもいいだろう。そうだよ。いちいちムキになるなよ。
でもボルドと契約できてよかったですよね。
ああ。だが関係ないところで過言を残した気がしてね。
大丈夫ですよ。きっと。
そう願いたいものだ。へっへっ
ところで何しているんだ。
見ての通りだよ。このままじゃ本当にお荷物になっちまうからな。
それで一人で修行していたのか。
いいか、あのバカ女には絶対に言うなよ。
ああ、分かったよ。
ボルトと契約できたね。
これでレアバードとかいうのが飛べるぜ。
ユークリッドの科学アカデミーへ戻りましょう。ああ、我々には時間があまりないからな。
急いで帰りましょう。
And we'll do that next episode because I got interrupted in this one. So until then, this has been Emperor Shark 8 from the future signing off.